It's after midnight, and I'm about to take out my hair. So welcome back to Kenton and Habiba.
Let's see how long it takes me to take off this crochet hair. Now, for the average person, after spending a ton of money on crochet human hair, you're probably gonna try to unravel your braids and then pull these out so that they fall out and you can reuse them. But because I am a hair influencer and I don't have time to be trying to, gently take out the hair, I'm just gonna cut it out. So let's see how long it takes me to do that. All right, let me sit down here. I know, I look a hot mess at this hour. See how long it takes us to take this out. Actually, it shouldn't be long. It's funny how it can take, a couple of hours to put it in, to install, but taking it out should be easy. Now, the important thing is to remember your braid pattern, how your braids lay. That way, you can cut and not have to worry about cutting your natural hair. So obviously I braided my own hair, so it's not a big deal for me because I know exactly where my natural hair, or how my natural hair lays and how where the braids are attached. So I'm gonna start in the front. I could start in the back, but it's easier when it comes to taking it out to start in the front. And I just grab a portion and I just cut. It's like that simple. I just cut, but making sure not to cut too close to my braid. Let me bring you closer. So there's my braid and the hair was attached above it. Let's take this thin portion. And then I just cut as close to the thread as possible. But again, not on my braid. So there. So obviously because I cut off the thread and I cut the hair like this, I can't really reuse it. But if you were doing it after spending a lot of money, I would suggest you unravel your braids. Find where your braids first started, unravel that one at a time if possible, and then the extension should drop out one at a time. Although I would say you probably might need help, because it's hard to do that at the back of your head. All right, this is easier. I just cut it off. So again, cutting above my natural hair or above my natural braid. Now let me show you how easy it is. Because these weren't knotted, I just sort of disrupt it. You can disrupt it like this. And then these little bits will come out. See? See how easy that is? So these little pieces are the ends or the part of the crochet hair, not my hair. Okay, my hair is laying right here. Neatly laying or minding its own business. Although sometimes I might have to unravel the braid to fully get the pieces all out. But mostly they just come out. So see, all of my natural hair here is exposed, braided. And I'm actually going to use this base again. Meaning that I'm not going to re-braid it for the next install because I don't keep these styles in that long, if I have another tutorial to do, another paid collaboration to do. All right, so here are the little pieces that I cut out and here are the long pieces. And it's that simple. So I'm just going to keep working until I take the entire thing off. And then tomorrow, the plan is to do another install, another tutorial. But what's cool is you can see this hair texture is obviously a lot looser than my natural hair texture. You know, it's more on the wavy side than curly. And obviously it's a different color. And tomorrow's hair is going to be a little bit tighter, closer to my hair texture. So a lot more curly, tightly curled, but it will also have color. So just a little bit different. So hopefully you'll see it. I don't know. I don't know when you'll see it. You're probably wondering, what if you cut off your hair by mistake? Trust me, I have done that. But actually, the last time I had crochet, well, a couple of months ago, I had Kenton take it out for me, and so a big chunk of my hair near the front got mistakenly cut off and somewhere here. But hey, it is hair, it grows back. Although at the time I was quite upset, I'll be honest. I was like, oh my God, Kenton, you cut my hair. And you know, I can be kind of dramatic sometimes. At first, he didn't want me to see. He was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm like, yo, look at that big bald spot. What do you mean you didn't? It wasn't like that before. So there's definitely a risk if you don't know what you're doing, or if you cut too close to the braid, or if someone's helping you and they cut too close to the braid, or if they can't tell the difference between your hair and the crochet. Because keep in mind, in this case, the color is quite obviously different. However, at the time, the hair I was wearing was so close to my natural hair, and it was, you know, black. So it was hard to see. But yeah, just be careful. And if you're careful, there's no problem. Okay, this side done. Let's do this side. I didn't ask for Kenton's help. He offered to help.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. He came in here and offered to help, singing, isn't it faster? I'm like, yeah, but I don't trust you with the scissors.
I heard you screaming and I came in.
No, there was no screaming.
You were screaming.
They've been here. There was no screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You were mentally screaming.
Was it nice seeing your son today?
Of course. I'm still able to recognize him.
Oh, you know what he was saying?
Isn't it sweet when our husbands help us take out our hair? Very sweet. I really appreciate Kenton for helping me try to do my hair, but I was not giving him the scissors. He said it would go by faster if I gave him the scissors. I'm like, no. It's too late for that. You're tired. I'm tired. You're left-handed. No.
This is Olga helping you. Big old thick ass hands.
Well, you're a man. You're supposed to have big, thick hands. Boo! Stop playing. You see? And then people be saying, oh, I'm bossy.
You are?
This is why I'm bossy.
No, you've always been bossy.
Sorry. You said you can see, right?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, that doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, it feels good.
This one,
This one's
a
hard.
knot.
Let me cut that part. Why are you breathing heavy? You're breathing heavy. You're standing there like you running, you breathing heavy.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Why?
I don't know. cracking me up. That's why I'm like holding my.
Like those people. What? I didn't say don't breathe. Well, I mean, don't breathe heavy on me. Laugh.
Oh, tight in here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but if you let me cut, I can get through it.
No, I don't want you to cut. Because we know what happened before.
No, that was you.
That was not me. I would not give myself a bald spot in the front. Okay, it's all out. It's all out. Ready for the next install tomorrow. See? So, I hope to see you back with a new hairstyle and a different length. Different texture, different length, different color. Because we like having options. That's the fun of being a black woman. We like having options, switching it up when we feel like it. It's our prerogative. And men, not my husband because he doesn't, but men in general have no business telling women how to do their hair. I said what I said. I saw a popular influencer that I actually like go up to African women and tell them that they should not be putting weave in their hair and they should not be putting this and that in their hair. I don't know, there was just something in the way he was talking to this young woman who was a complete stranger to him, telling her how, yeah, she should not be wearing wigs and weaves. And I was like, how dare you? How dare you? Even if you thought that, to go up to a complete stranger just because she's a friendly black woman to tell her you don't think she needs to be wearing that stuff, in my opinion, is very forward, very rude, and not your place. For example, I know on this platform, I often advise women not to put relaxers in their hair, but this is coming from someone who used to relax her hair, who used to straighten her hair. And I, now realize, knowing better, that that stuff can be pretty dangerous. However, I'm never going to go up to another woman and tell her, hey, you have relaxed hair, you should stop. How dare you relax your hair? No, I might advise it in an educational video in general, and you're going to do what you choose to do because it's your head. Anyway, again, I just don't think it's in good taste for men to tell women how to do their hair. It's just rude. If we want to be bald, let us be bald. If we want to put weave in our hair, let us put weave in our hair. If we want to wear a wig, that's our business, okay? Thank God my husband is not like that. In fact, I know he would love me either way. Whether I'm bald, whether I have braids, whether I'm natural, it doesn't matter. It's what makes you, the woman, happy. Whatever makes you feel beautiful, confident, you should do. Now, of course, do your research and consider any health concerns. But outside of that, to be told that as a black woman, you should not wear a certain texture hair, I think is rubbish. In this day and age, women have options. And as long as it's not coming from a place of self-hate, you're not doing it because you hate your hair. Sometimes it's just a little bit more convenient. Or you just want to switch it up, experiment, have fun. If it's not that serious, it's okay. Because not every woman who wears a wig or a weave is dealing with low self-esteem. Absolutely not. For example, I love my hair, okay? And I love how I look in all forms of Habiba. I like my hair thick and curly and full and kinky and blown out and straightened and flexi rod, rodded, is that a word? You know, and weaved and braided. I already said that, right? Anyway, you get the point. It's not because of low self-esteem. Sometimes it's just convenient and we like to have options. Now, if your wife is the type of, you know, subservient woman who cannot have her own opinion and who has to go to you for approval on how she dresses and how she wears her hair, then by all means, if she wants to be a mumu, if she wants to act like she's your slave, that's between you and her. But as for me, no man can tell me how to do my hair and how I should wear my hair. Are you serious? A wife or a girlfriend is not your property. She has her own mind, her own opinions, okay? And she should be able to present herself the way she sees fit. As long as, you know, she's not like unkept. But anything else? No, don't tell her how to wear her hair. And I don't need your opinion as a man on how I wear my hair or how I style it. I might ask you, hey, honey, do you like this? What's your opinion? Because I asked. I just want your opinion. But you know, deep down, I'm not changing it because of you. And I certainly didn't put it on because of you. It's nice if you like it. But as long as I like it, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. I'm being so goofy at this hour. Time to go to bed, Habiba.